Hello out there. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching me from. Today I just want to, discuss some things with us. I discussed part of it about 2-3 weeks ago about Abraham, about love, sharing love abroad. The system has gone so harsh that some of us will need to put it at the back of our minds that will be a source of joy to others. People are in distress. People are worried. So much hardship. But one thing that I know is that God is faithful. He will never let his own down. What he says he will do, he will surely do. Tonight, I just want to remind us again that there is secret to all these situations around us. There is just one secret I want to share tonight. Maybe next week I will share another aspect. And that is this area of people hurting you. Maybe they are upset and unconsciously they upset you. Instead of you to be upset, please look for excuse for them. They may not mean it the way you're looking at it, They may not mean it that way. And especially for some of us that you can see that you are being depressed. I will tell you tonight your therapy. Your therapy is go out there. Go out there and go and look after somebody else that is depressed. Go and look after somebody that is helpless. Go and look after somebody that needs to be fed. While you are doing that, I'm telling you, depression, sorrow, it will disappear from your system. And you will discover that your spirit will be occupied with the situation of that person you are trying to attend to. There are so many examples in the Bible. I used Abraham the other time. Abraham and his wife, they were childless. But they did not allow such situation to make them to be unfriendly, to make them to be snapping at people. No. They saw the men at their door, not even knowing they are angels. And Abraham began to run up and down to attend to them. And we were told that very day, pronouncement was made that Sarah, by that time, the following year, she will bear a son. She even laughed about it. But tonight, I want to talk about Joseph. Most of us knows the story of Joseph. That guy, I copy him, and I pray that I'll copy him more. Potiphar's wife helped him to be locked up in the cell. Lies. Just because that guy will not play ball with her. She lied against him and was locked up in the royal prison. But we were told that Joseph refused. He refused to be downcast. He kept being a source of joy to others around him in the cell. And around that period, the butler and the baker of King Pharaoh was brought to that same prison. And we're told that morning, that fateful morning, Joseph saw that the butler was looking very sad. And well, brother, what's wrong with you? Why are you looking sad? What's wrong with you? The guy said, I had a dream. I had a dream that I don't know how to translate it. I don't even know who is going to interpret it for me. The guy never knew that Joseph is gifted in interpreting dreams. Are you getting me? So Joseph, encouraged him, come on, share that dream with me. Share it with me. And let's see, I'm not the one that will interpret it. A God that is going to interpret it for us. So just tell me about the dream. So the man opened his mouth and explained to Joseph. Just hold on a minute. I want to read that area for you. But when you want to study on your own, I want you to go there and read the whole story. It's in Genesis chapter 40, and it's starting from verse 6. And Joseph came in unto them in the morning and looked upon them, that is the fellow prisoners, and behold, they were sad. And he asked Pharaoh's officers that were with him in the ward of his Lord's house, saying, wherefore look ye so sadly today? This is somebody that is equally sad. This is somebody that is unjustly in the cell. He's not an offender, but he's in the cell. But some of us will say, I beg, I have my own situation. Nobody should distract me with their own problem. But Joseph is not like that. He said, why are you looking sad? And then the man said to him, we have dreamed dream, and there is no interpreter of it. And Joseph said unto them, do not interpretations belong to God? Can you hear that? Tell me, I pray you. And the chief butler told his dream to Joseph and said to him, in my dream, behold, the vine was before me, and in the vine were 3 branches, and it was as though it budded, and her blossoms shot forth, and the clusters thereof brought forth ripe grapes. And in the vine were 3 branches, and it was as though it budded, and her blossoms shot forth, and the clusters thereof brought forth ripe grapes. And Pharaoh's cup was in my hand, and I took the grapes and pressed them into Pharaoh's cup, and I gave the cup into Pharaoh's hand. Joseph answered him and said, this is the interpretation of it. The 3 branches are 3 days. Yet within 3 days shall Pharaoh lift up thy head and restore thee unto thy place, and thou shalt deliver Pharaoh's cup into his hand after the former manner when thou wast his butler. I want to stop there for reasons. Joseph did not bother himself about what he's going to eat that day. He's not busy brooding about his situation. He took up somebody else's problem upon himself. He said, I pray thee, tell me about the dream. And definitely, as the man is talking about the dream, he too is praying to God that God, please interpret it for me to tell your son. And to God be the glory. As Joseph interpreted, so did it become, because he said the 3 branches are representing 3 days, and the 3 days time, Pharaoh is going to restore the butler. And that was exactly what happened. The other one, it was bad news. I don't want to discuss that here. What I want to discuss tonight is good news, how you can get out of your depression, of your borders, of your situation. Do you realize that even if you have just 10 cups of rice in your house, some do not even have a grain? Some do not have a grain. So if you go to people with small portions of all that you have at home, and you take it to them, you are going to lift their spirit up. That butler's spirit was lifted up, even though they have not called him. And when they eventually called him, he was so happy. But let me tell you something. He didn't remember Joseph for a while. But you know what? Joseph didn't stop doing the good he knows how to do. I will implore you to, don't stop doing the good that you know how to do. It was that same butler that remembered Joseph and got him out of the prison. That there is a man in there. When he interpret for you, it's going to be exactly as it's supposed to be. And they called him out, and he became second in command in one day. So many things turned around for him in one day. My people, what am I saying tonight? Instead of you brooding about your situation, go out there and be an answer, a positive answer to people out there. People are wasting away. But it may just be your own advice that will turn their life around. And let me tell you, God is not blind. When you help people on his behalf, he's bound to help you too. The situation we find ourselves now is not different from what is being said in 2 Timothy 3. There are perilous times all around us. But I will implore you to stay on the right track. Take God seriously. Do not allow anybody to make you to behave the way God does not expect you. Like I tell you several times, it is in giving that you can receive. I'm not talking about naira. No, I'm not talking about pounds. I'm not talking about dollars. I'm talking about what comes out of you. Does it bless people? Be instrumental to the joy of others around you. Be instrumental to their turnaround. Be instrumental to their transformation. Be instrumental to peace in their hearts. Some just need just one sentence. Maybe you pass somebody and he's looking sad and you say, "Oh, my brother, you're looking so nice. Did you realize that?" And he will just smile. And that's all that matters. I am begging us tonight, let us remember this. That while we are lifting us up, God will lift us up. I want to leave you with those parting words. And I pray that you stick with them in the mighty name of Jesus. And as you are approaching another week, I pray that is full of favor. It is full of good tidings for you and your family. I pray that you will not be a disorder. You will not be ashamed. God will release grace unto you to continue, to be a source of joy to this time. The youths are all over the place. They need you. The very old people are there. The widows are there. The less privileged are there. Go, just as you are led, attend to them. And you will see, as you are attending to them, you'll be healing yourself. You need to be healed. We need to be healed. There's lots going on. Yes, you may not have any problem, but is it not disturbing what you are hearing all around you? I pray that will be a source of joy to others. In the mighty name of Jesus. God bless you. Good night.